Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks, and I've done two videos on this sewing machine, clip art, sewing studio, and I'm going to suggest don't put any wordage in there unless you want it stencil font. And anybody can, and I did notice they have some pretty neat detail, but this was cut out of wood and laser, so you could get some flowers and some stuff. But I thought the only thing I'd really do is make the detail of the sewing machine a little better. What I would suggest doing on something like this that need to be kind of symmetrical would be able to take your 2-point line or your virtual segment delete key and delete this. Whoop, can't do that. Bashed up, mess a step. Right click and break apart. Right click and break apart. Just delete this whole thing. Well, evidently it didn't break apart. Right click, break apart. There we go. Then just take your shape tool and just, you don't really have to right now, but go ahead and join it. That looks pretty good. Then either find a clip art of I think they call it a bobber or whatever, but you could make one really easily by just taking a semi-rectangle and then taking another rectangle and put it like right there, make the rounded corners like 0.5, Control D or hit the plus key, moving this down, and then take them all and hit C to center them. That didn't look like that did. I guess it is. It doesn't look like it's centered. And then you could do anything you wanted to with them. Maybe put this one up to the line. Put this one, you could have them slanted or whatever. Then you could possibly try welding. That worked. And then there's your spindle or your bobber thread holder. Can't remember what they're called. I would actually, for strength wise, I'd put it right on it, but you could pull a little bit different rectangle to put it on. Actually grow this a little bit. And I'm just a big fan at this time just using the smart fill or the virtual segment delete key. Now, whenever you do something like that, you need to use the smart fill tool to fill that in and then move it out of the way. And then that way it seals all the joints. Like here, this is still multiple parts where it's not now. And just go through there and make some things more noticeable. Even a plasma cutter, that's pretty tight, so you might want to really look at that. We kind of fixed this on the first one, but I would actually take X7 or above smoothing tool, just smooth it out a little bit more. You could play around, make it perfectly symmetrical. We got most of the nodes out of it. I would like to see this a little rounder. This is almost like mowing your yard, trimming it up, making it, when you're just rubbing your hand across, magically making it smooth. Maybe make this a little bit, maybe not so much symmetrical, but sharp edges. Same thing on the bottom. And we already did everything else. Everything else looks good. I think this is ready to go. With the exception, I don't like cuts like this on a plasma cutter. I'd give a little bit of help to it. Maybe either bring them in a little bit or relax them a little bit, have them a little bit of a shape. Boy, that arrow's way down there. And that's something you could do with the smoothing tool for sure. You would want that symmetrical. And there's easy ways to do that. So let's just take the smoothing tool and just smooth that out a little bit. And it's really symmetrical enough. If somebody critiques your work that much, don't worry about it. Anyway, I might make one more to put a few artsy craftsy things on it, but I wanted to do that bobbin holder. And, you know, just like that, make it a little rounder. The smoothing tool is a great tool. Anyway, I hope that helped. Thank you for watching.